Oh, hell. Refresh the camera. Refresh the camera. Okay, just in time. Alright. If you would all bear with me for just a moment so that I can. Oh, fuck. So that I can wrap up what I was doing for work. Oh, Lindsay Sterling is at Miller High Life Theater. Oh, okay. Well, that's a thing. That, I guess I had a notification set to, yeah. Anyway. Welcome back to the Buffy stream. It will be good to go in just a moment. But was, again, wrapping up something for work, so we'll be right there. Hope everybody has had a good Thursday night. At least so far. Oh, Baldur's Gate. That's set to go. That's set to go. Alright, last we left our intrepid adventurers, Buffy had just slept with Astarion at the Druids party, and everybody had a wonderful time. All three of the goblin leaders are dead. Hello, welcome, welcome. Starting just a couple minutes behind schedule tonight, but we got this. Oh, had to wrap up some stuff from work. How is your day going? Also, really looking forward to teaching Minecraft. So excited about that. Oh. And then we can get down to business. It's going to be really nice to be able to chat with everybody. Okay, what was I... Oh, Karlak! We switched to her because of Damon. Right. Hey, that's okay. I mean, the amount of productivity that they get out of you is such an incredible thing. You can't give it 1,000% every day without getting to the point that it's like, all right, I'm still gonna be there, but
I'll just make myself
need to do a little bit less for a while. Right. Volo didn't have anything, above his head, no notification, so we're just going to assume that this needs to happen. Has your research turned up anything that might help with this parasite problem? Yes, please lay down on the slate. Should we wait? Should we wait for people? Buffy is, after all, about to have one of her eyes gouged out.
Turned up a rather brilliant technique that seems
quite
actionable.
Quite actionable indeed.
Just behind the orbital socket.
Uh-huh.
I could attempt an extraction. I've a needle in my tunic, after all.
I'm sure. Well, let's see. How many times have you done this before? Actually, we'll trade with him while we're laying on the ground, helpless. Anyway. How many times have you done this before?
I assure you, I've dreamt of it 1,000 times over.
Ah, I see. This parasite is unusual. I have it on good authority that extraction is currently impossible.
You won't find a more learned opinion on this matter, I assure you.
Okay. Well, time to get squeamish. Do it.
Volo carefully holds one of your eyes open and begins to prod uncertainly with the needle.
Endure the discomfort, let him carry on.
The needle finds the gap between eyeball and socket. Volo frowns and begins to push.
Clench your fists.
Pain shoots through your body as the needle snags on your optic nerve.
I think I have it.
The needle seesaws back and forth, plucking the nerve like a harp string.
Oh, bother. There's some obstacle in the way. I you'll need a more robust implement.
Oh, okay. Hold as still as possible.
Volo carefully withdraws the needle from your eye. Then, reaching into his bag, he produces an ice pick.
I the implement, but allow him to proceed.
Volo slowly brings the ice pick closer to your eye.
Now,
Are
Don't
killing Elminster?
move.
Oh, good God. Alright. It's funny, not much grosses me out, but I have a hard time with eyes and rhinoplasties. Yeah. Alright, well, Godspeed to the both of you. I hope killing the cheese man goes well. I also, at the same time, kind of don't. But, it's alright. You're just missing me get my eye punched out, so that's okay. Or stabbed out, rather. Hold your breath.
Cold metal presses against the skin beneath your brow. And then, tap, tap,
Ow.
stab.
Do you feel that? Ha! I think we have the blighter on the run. I agree. It's a feisty critter. Just a little further.
Volo tears the pick from your brain with a violent jerk. Your eye plops down into the mud.
Drat.
Drat.
He pauses, looks down at your eye, and recoils slightly as it sinks into the mud.
You knocked my bloody eye out! Is everything okay? Are you
There appears to
okay?
be an amount of cosmetic damage.
You knocked my bloody eye out!
Please, try not to overexert yourself. You're in a rather fragile state at present.
You knocked my bloody
I
eye
can't
out!
help but feel partly responsible. Perhaps there is something
Oh.
more I can do.
Partly responsible. Partly.
Take this. A far superior relic to that old jelly you were chained to. Try it on for size. And, it was very nice to have met you. I'm sure you'll sort out your little brain problem one way or another. Far away from here, if you've a heart. Terribly sorry, my friend.
Ta! Kind of feels like if you were dumb enough to let someone root around in your head with an ice pick, you don't get to be mad about it. Nope. Yep. Yeah. Absolutely right by that. Yeah. We were willing to just kind of hang out and really let him, yeah. There was no getting around that. We deserve it. Alright. Now let's see what we got. We're... Now that I have passive see invisible creatures. Oh, let's see. Especially not when you've seen Volo's other work at the Grove and the Goblin Camp. He's already proved his competence in other areas. This man... I'm drawing this bear. This man is interviewing me. Elminster perished. Apparently there are no ill effects. Interesting. Although, it almost makes you wonder, is he actually down? Because isn't supposed to be... You brought up that he has a... Like, he's an anchor to this reality. Or something along those lines. We're gonna give Lae'zel the Misty Step Amulet.
Making me sweat.
A hero at heart.
That's also going to Lae'zel. Elminster is level 20, you say. Not level 12, level 20. Oh, Jesus. Well, at least y'all are okay.
And, well, in
In it.
To think, Gales had this devastating all within himself the entire time, and only just mentioned it. Who'd keep a secret like that from his friends? You can't trust anyone these days.
about the voices that I hear in my head. Everything's fine. I need you in my party. Will you travel?
Perhaps if you lost a follower or two, I prefer to travel in smaller groups. It's more intimate.
Right. You can trade places with Will, and you might be able to bite him.
Now
You know.
that that's settled, lead on. Trust no one.
All right. Well, you know, chances are we're not going to take out Shadowheart. Or should I bring Shadowheart back out? I don't know, it might be a good idea. But one thing that I will say is that we're not getting the bang for our buck with Astarion being a bard. But at the same time, he is able to, on occasion, cast Bardic Inspiration. Still, I really don't feel like we've... Yeah. No. Astarion's going to get reclassed.
Fate spins along as it should. Dost thou require a new ally?
Amulet of
Or
Sylvanas.
mayhaps a resurrection?
That's the one that grants lesser restoration, right?
As
If so, yes. Alright. Traditional. Good old traditional rogue. You are, however, not going to perform or persuade. Sleight of hand, stealth. We'll give you 2 investigation. He really does look like one of the 3 Musketeers. He absolutely does. Kind of nailed that look, even as the cape. A really good Civilization French unit, by the way. Actually, speaking of Carly, didn't they show off Civilization 7 at Gamescom? Before I drop my controller. Gwendolyn Christie, which I am so in support of. So in support of.
No time to rest.
Have loved her in everything that she has ever done. Indeed, our beloved giant woman. Oh my god. There's our live action Lady D. She could do it. She could do it. If ever we were to get a live action Resident Evil 8,
What's on your mind?
Gwendolyn Christie cast as Lady
Though
Dimitrescu.
someone else will need to watch the cook pot, of course.
Let's see. Take Karlach's place.
wonderful.
Lead on then. We're a long way from what
Okay. Mage armor set to go. Arcane recovery activated.
Looking ahead.
I like her in armor as well. I really liked her as, although they could have used, really could have used her a lot more. She made a good Phasma in Star Wars. But they could have done so much more with her character. Honestly, it was unfair to her. Alright, Astarion has bitten somebody. Yes? Nope. No, he has not.
Stop that!
Do not bite me. Yeah, nobody else is gonna use that. However, yeah. Drow armor. Or spider silk drow armor. There we go. Yes, they
Let's get
did.
going.
They got rid of Phasma way, way too fast. Honestly, I really liked Force Awakens. I really did. And parts of the sequel were good. Yeah. 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 It's almost still a bit of a sore spot. I swear. There's so much wasted potential. I have seen the last one once. And it left such a bad taste in my mouth that I still have not been able to get through it a second time. It was just so bad. Somehow, Palpatine returned. Oh, okay. Alright, need to come up with a game plan for tonight. There is still the Spider Matriarch. There's still... Oh, Auntie Ethel. The Knolls. Well, we can go after the Knolls. Hey! But they do fly now. They fly now? Oh yeah, they fly now. Yeah, right. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you again. Oh, shit. Welcome to the Buffy Baldur stream. This is the proper thing. Yeah. It was just... God, I don't think there really was any redeeming part of that film. I lied. We got more Lando Calrissian, and we got Babu Frick. Babu Frick was my favorite part of that whole movie. The little alien that fixes C-3PO. I honestly could listen to them, like, just chat all day. Like at the very end when Poe's in his X-Wing and he goes, look who I have with me, and Babu goes, hey, in the cockpit. That's the one thing that I really, really remember from that movie that was just... I enjoyed that. I laughed really hard, but that shouldn't really be a thing that is the highlight of the Star Wars movie in the climactic battle of the series. Yep. That's a really solid way to approach that. Watch them once and be done.
Keep a blade close.
Everybody, this is Garrick. Garrick and I go back to the original Destiny 1 days. He was a regular staple of the clan and somebody that we ran just about everything with on a regular basis. And the only person that I have ever gone flawless with in Trials of Osiris, which was its whole own thing. And Carly, I agree with that. I'm completely with you. Rogue One, if it weren't for like my original love of the first three, Rogue One is right there next to Empire Strikes Back. Rogue One was about as perfect as a Star Wars movie has gotten. And then, of course, has given birth, or gave birth to my, of all the different Star Wars shows, I mean, there's The Mandalorian, but
might be nearby.
Andor.
Careful.
Andor was just fantastic. That's about as perfect as we've gotten to Star Wars storytelling, I feel. Yes, that is what I hear as well. I organized. I was working for AT&T at the time. I organized a company thing for all of the southeastern Wisconsin region to go see Rogue One. We made it in the company newsletter. It was a thing. Uh-oh. Alright, well, Cloud Sync is not working. That is okay, however. We will be just fine. Oh! With Andy Serkis, and when he couldn't swim. Yeah, did not see that one coming. Ooh, actually, okay. Garrick, I haven't gotten a chance to ask you this question yet. As our clan's name was the Emperor Sardaukar, have you gotten to see the new Dunes? The ones directed by Denis Villeneuve?
Something over there.
Alright. Oh man. You gotta do it.
Let's have a look.
And enjoying sci-fi the way that I know you do. I recommend almost nothing higher. It was, I mean, honestly, they were practically perfect in every way. Oh, but speaking of sci-fi, Alien Romulus. Oh my fucking god. The most perfect sequel. The most true sequel as well to the original Alien film. Literally and metaphorically. Yes, Dune needs to be a thing. It was excellent. They nailed it. And you could tell that they had as much confidence with it as they did when they held it back to not release it during the pandemic, and then
Let's have some fun.
to top it off, only did half the movie with no guarantee of the second half being made. Alright. These people suck, and I'm really not about to let them get the drop. Yep. Yes. Okay.
I can be subtle sometimes.
They were very good. Honestly, the first one especially, they nailed the first part of it, and it was something that I always it was one of those things that I really watched with my dad and was really into with my dad. I teared up when the credits rolled on the first film because he would have been all about it. Alright, have not read this one yet, despite the fact that people are an initiative. A Pleasurable Deal. This is an excerpt from the play A Pleasurable Deal, banned in no fewer than 4 cities for its lewd content. Its scandalous nature led to a number of widely distributed and illicit printings. Come here, fair folk, a tale now lost to time. In grief this man well sunk to depths sublime. A gift he sought to win his lady's heart. Arcambian smiled, for now the game did start. Enter Robert, male tiefling, crying. Carlyle, stage right, flash of smoke. Weep not, young man, though free your wife has fled, and comfort found in comrade's arms in bed. She licks her lips and cries his name, oh my! And now seek you to be the apple of her eye. How does a stranger know such things, I ask? I watch you from the shadows, and I see your shame and grief for nature's malady. You seek to win your lady and her bed, to have your name upon her lips instead. You know my curse, my pain, my grief, my woe? Of you I know you seek a larger hoe to plow fair maid and sow a seed to grow. But lack do ye a mighty horn and mast with which to guide a maid to bed and fast. Oh my.
Let's see what you're hiding.
I did not intentionally do the George Takei at the end, but that I think that worked rather well. Anyway. Oh my. Alright. Let's get this show on the road. Anything for invisibility. Gale should be able to... Yes, he can. That's one of our few level 2s, but let's get him around. Oh. Yeah, Cartley, the whole bit at the end, the thing that made your mom unsettled, that was it was all sorts of spectacularly fucked up. I did. I literally I turned to my sisters. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Let's get in and out.
Really? Now?
Oh, and I have seldom ever seen my sister so into a horror film. For the whole latter half of the movie, she huddled on the recliner next to me, hands over her ears. Like, huddled in terror against the recliner.
Still in shadow. Maybe I should.
Which I've never seen her react to a movie that way. It was really funny. A ringing endorsement for how scary Alien Romulus was.
Out of mind.
All right, here we go. Hi-ya! Nailed. Hey, Astarion should be invisible right now. Oh, that's literally Saturday for you. Oh, yeah, that's gonna be a thing. I'm excited for you too. That's honestly after getting to see what the Chicago Fan Expo has grown into. That's cool. That is something that I would love to do a lot more.
Every breath, a purpose.
And then Mythic, you have your con shortly thereafter too. I forget exactly when. But with a whole extra day to prep, like, that's awesome. That's really cool that you're able to do that. Blah. How long are you going to be gone for that one?
My path be true.
You have my attention.
I understand. Oh man, so you're Yep, that's a nice chunk of time. Excellent. Oh. So that Kenny Streams person that I mentioned, well, that pulled into the whole thing that was going on, is still messaging via Discord. Need to go away. Just gonna let her have a minute.
The dance macabre.
Oh, shit.
While they're busy,
Where do I go from here? Swift as my feet can carry me. Victory awaits.
Oh, she saved it. Alright, that's fine. You know what? And that is why we have Fork with us at all times, as much as possible.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Oh, wait. Karlak's not here. I need to go tell her.
Hey, soldier.
Oh, we don't get to see her smash up the place. Oh, wait, can I say it?
You
Come
know I'm
on.
up for it, but your party's a little full.
Take Astarian's place.
Let's hop.
You know, we should purposefully get Gale killed so we can get the whole talking to about how to resurrect him and why.
Reeks of it.
That'll wake you up of a fine day, won't it?
Alright.
So, hey, we've got this soul coin, right? Thing is, I think I can use it. My engine can, anyway. Zariel used to top me up every now and again when she wanted me to go after an especially wicked target.
Got a coin slot in your heart or what? Aren't you afraid this is gonna overload your engine?
Nah, it'll be fine.
Oh, alright. Well, soul coins are just that. They contain people's souls. I'm not sure you should be using them.
They're already lost. Better to be used in service of the good guys than a devil, don't you think? Next time we're in a nasty battle, drop one my way. You'll enjoy the results.
Intriguing. Next time we're in battle, we'll make sure you get one.
Fuck yes. Now I just need something to sink my teeth into.
Alright. So, I'm gonna see if I can't trigger what the wife and I did last time. Alright, we're gonna turn Karlak into... Oh, yeah. Halfling. Half-lack.
Nothing hurts anymore.
Alright.
What's on your mind?
Da-dum. I took care of those paladins of Tyr for you.
You did? Wow. That was sound of you. Why'd you do it?
You looking like Moonglow. I'm not sure how I feel about that. They were agents of a devil. I wasn't going to let them roam the area unchallenged, and besides, I always take care of my people.
Glad to be counted among them. Really glad.
Now, please
Wish I could have
light
been
the
there
place
to watch
on
those
fire.
Ignots crumble, but I'm just happy they're off my tail. Then again, facing them
Yeah,
now might
that-
put my
that-
tin
that would
can
throw
into
you off.
overdrive. Thanks to you, I'll live to fight another day. And get this bloody thing tuned up.
yeah, turn around to see the row of moon glow. That's really different. And I'm really, I should have brought her with. That was my fault for not bringing her with.
Hey, soldier.
Hey,
Sounds boring.
I know.
If you insist.
Alright, let's see. Gotta pull everybody's favorite vampire back up.
You want to hear about Cazador?
Well, I mean, yeah. You said he was your master?
My old master. Before the Mind Flayers took me from him. Before this strange, twisted freedom. Cazador Zar is a vampire lord in Baldur's Gate. The patriarch of his coven, and a monster obsessed with power. Not political power or military power, I mean power over people. The power to control them completely. He turned me nearly 200 years ago. I became his spawn, and he became my tormentor.
So you were his slave.
A vampire's spawn is less than a slave.
Lois joined.
We have no choice but to obey our master's
Oh shit.
commands. They
If that
speak.
is who I think it is,
Our
hey,
bodies
how you
react.
doing? It's good to see you.
It's all part of the deal.
I hope you're doing
Sometimes
alright.
he'd order us to submit to torture. Sometimes he'd have us torture ourselves. Whatever his weather-vane mood settled on.
Well, that sounds terrible. I'm so sorry.
Thank you. But this isn't about sympathy.
I know.
It's about knowing what we might be up against.
And about
The
revenge.
Mind Flayers aren't the only monsters out there. And they might not be the only ones hunting us. All I'm asking is that you keep your eyes open. And watch out for anything lurking in the shadows.
Alright, well. You keep me safe, I'll do the same.
What more could I ask? Now, is that all?
Not really. I need you to join the party. Come on.
Darling, I thought you'd never ask. Lead on.
A thing happened. I do not know what happened. McClar TV has followed. Well, thank you for the follow. Stick around, join the chat. There was a whole spam thing, so there's a little bit of a small chunk of time before you are officially able to chat. But again, thank you. Lots of fun things in store. Alright, Anders. The Sword of Justice. Oh, and a worth 30 gold plate. Traveler's Guide to the Sword Coast, Volume 4, The Risen Road. The stained, well-thumbed pages filled with traveling advice that seems to be decades out of date. Those who seek to journey to the Sword Coast from the interior regions lying to the east will typically seek out the Risen Road. Running parallel to the river Kianthar, the Risen Road provides an overland route all the way from Elturel to Baldur's Gate, and has proven tempting to travelers seeking an alternate route to the river barges that sail the Kianthar. A portion of the road approximately halfway between Elturel and Baldur's Gate has in recent years developed into an enclave for Selûne worship, with a temple of not insignificant splendor lying near the road. Indeed, an entire village, Moonhaven, has developed alongside the temple and can provide food and shelter to weary travelers. Farther east lies the citadel of Moonrise Towers, where a toll is required for onward passage of goods and folk alike. Some are tempted to go off-road in order to avoid the toll, however, bandits and other dangers may cause them to pay a much steeper price.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
Yeah, not to mention the whole bit of this, Stranger Things shadow curse that has settled over the whole thing. But we don't talk about that. Not yet. Oh, there's a lot of looting here. But at least I get to break it up with reading things. At least for a little bit. Findings from the Hinterlands, new edition. This quarterly journal appears to have been recently published and This quarterly journal appears to have been recently published and rapidly passed through several hands, its front and back cover grimy and soft with use. Most of its pages have been ripped out. Esteemed reader, while this journal is no stranger to surprising news from the outermost reaches of our fair land, I must warn that this season's edition contains news some might find, in a word, shocking. It might be that the cult of the Absolute, reported by our agents in Altergard, will fade like any other, but reports of alliances between Goblin and Lothsworn Drow, Troll and Dwergar, are a particular cause for alarm. The seriousness of the enclosed report is quite unique in our history. Prior to publication, messengers were sent to localities including Baldur's Gate, Scornubul, and Candlekeep. Let us hope these reports are received with the proper gravity for the safety of all. Sincerely, Mingus Echoe, Editor-in-Chief. Well, kind of taken seriously. Not really. Not seriously enough. Supply pack. Household prayer. Lavender to light, Saluna to guide, Kellamvor to judge, and passage provide. Order of the Gauntlet on matters of law and justice. Need the gavel sound from Law and Order. Good is the absence of evil. It means to seek peace and to enforce it. It means to seek depravity and to denounce it. And it means to trust in your God and yourself, for the greatest good of all is called faith. Goodness is not lawfulness. Law is commandment of God or of mortals. It is the call of authority and the sanction of its opponents. Law is the father of order. To renounce it is to invite chaos, in which there is neither meaning nor life. Law can be corrupted. Lawfulness is not goodness. I say to you, then, that we seek not to be good or to be lawful, but to be just. Or what is it to be good, if we cannot define the acts that oppose it? What is to be lawful, if it is a devil's commands we obey? Justice is the hand that feeds the hungry, and the shield that guards the weak. It is the sword that fells the wicked, and the cloak that warms the indigent. I don't know if I pronounced that right. It is for justice that the Order of the Gauntlet stands watch, and it is justice that Tyr Torm, Helm, and Hor demand. Old floppy hat. Ooh, a violin. Buffy plays the flute, probably pretty badly. Lae'zel will play the violin. Gale
Salutations.
will play the spider's lyre. Alright,
Don't touch me.
I don't think we've done this yet.
Still alive, so that's progress.
This is one of my favorite things in the game. Is that directly related to the character's performance skill and their charisma, is how well that they will sing or how well they will perform this music. Oh, come on, Buffy.
Eager for battle.
Quite ready for you.
Alright, we're just gonna sit here for a second. Get it, Lae'zel. Get it. We play music so good. We'll be the Beatles one day.
At least this stayed interesting.
On those days, it was the effort that counts. Oh, man. It should be a thing where, like, the characters can just get angry and frustrated. Like, couldn't you just see Lae'zel, like, taking the violin, just fuck, he just chucks it against the wall. Oh, shit. Alright, everybody. Time to stop playing your music. Reminds me of when my brother got assigned clarinet before he began percussion and told my mom I sound like Squidward. Oh god, no. On occasion I can do a good one. Oh wow, that was a good laugh up there. Ah! Hey! Technically, according to D&D rules, you don't tell the players of their success right away, so they probably think they're doing well. Hey, good to have you back, buddy. Good to see you. Well, I won't ask you how work is going unless you want to talk about it. This is your relaxed time. Just going through and doing an excessive amount of looting at the moment. Before I go and, oh, we'll probably hit the gnolls. I think that'll be a thing. Right after I pull everything out of the basement. Oh god, yes, well, I mean, especially with your garden, hell. You had to have had a pretty spectacular harvest of pretty much everything this year. Well, minus the corn, potentially. I think we talked about that a while back. Yes. Yes to both. And whether or not we make it to you or you make it to us, we'll figure it out. Just we need to make sure one of those things happen. The Lords of Madness, Volume 4, Yinogu. Should I throw a G in there? Yinogu? I don't know. It's a thing. It really bothers me whenever I read this one. Of all the demon lords, few have made their mark on the world as something happened. Tristan Sackett. Hey, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. How you been? You need to make it back down to Racine one of these times. We have some things to talk about. But again, good to see you. Now, of all the demon lords, few have made their mark on the world as firmly as Yinogu. Though his ravenous hunger is claimed to be a mindless compulsion, there is nothing mindless about the thorough insinuation of his presence in the world via his chosen, gnolls. But how are gnolls created, speaking of gnolls? First, a chosen of Yeenoghu must do as their master wills, kill. A hyena that then feasts on the corpse of the chosen's victim, and a gnoll is born of the glutted belly of the hyena. Gnolls thus born are hunger manifest. They ravage any living being, tearing body and bone asunder, leaving behind only bones. They care not for wealth or material gain, only to satiate their hunger. That satiation itself, an offering to Yeenoghu, funneled directly to him. Some might envy the gnolls for such a tangible connection to their creator god, but that envy would melt to utter terror as soon as the beast's rotting breath and wicked cackles make their way through the dark of night. If you should find yourself the object of gnollish pursuit, burn your corpses, cover your scent, and pray to whoever might aid you, for there is no bribing, begging, or reasoning with hunger incarnate. Yeah, giant hyena monsters are, do not make for fun bedfellows.
That body's so ripe, I'd need to drink the blood with a fork.
Ugh, ugh, ugh. Gross. Starian. Just gross. Dead Toll Collector. Toll House Ledger. A ledger containing details of a toll house's takings for the current year, 1492 DR. Most entries are neatly written, listing the travelers and the amount of gold paid, but the text on the most recent page is smudged and rambling. 9th of Marpenoth, 4 merchants with single wagon of sundries, 25 gold. 12th of Marpenoth, Flaming Fist Company, 15 fists and gauntlet, 100 gold fee waived. Fists don't pay tolls, they extort. 21st of Marpenoth, brewer and 2 guards, bringing kegs to Walking's Rest, 35 gold. 2nd of Uktar, 7 farmers, no goods, no gold, wounded, warned us to leave. 3rd of Uktar, sent courier to request extra guards or relief. 7th of Uktar, more farmers, too many to count, no goods, carrying their own dead. 11th of Uktar, road untenable, fall by the 16th, preparing to abandon the post. Abandon your posts! Flee, flee for your lives. Oh, Denethor. Da-da-da-da-da-dum. It's weird to have now seen this search mechanic in Divinity Original Sin. And to know that it was born of a much earlier game. One that is hard as fuck as well. Did we go through all these? Nope. We did now. Alright.
Enough waiting. I crave blood. I spotted a trap. Move with purpose.
Someone there? That might be worth a look. Be careful. There are traps about.
Direct me. One with the weave.
Oh, come on, Gale. Gale, you are so perceptive.
Breathing, despite everything.
No. Fantastic. Truly wonderful.
Indolence breeds madness.
Lizelle? No.
Stay vigilant.
Hey.
There are traps.
Wow. Look at you go. Immediately fails additional following checks. Alright. Well. Alright, so that one. Let us get you a nice fresh box. How about that? You can go on top of that. And then we don't have to worry about it. How about that? We can and will, however, disarm the other one. There's one. Two. Alright, second one has not been detected, so that'll work. Alright, there we go. Yoink. Long ago stopped waiting for all the dice to roll. Long time ago. Alright, time to break out yet another fancy box. How about a basket? We'll move the basket. Alright. Now, while into this fancy basket, we cannot trip the trap. How about that? So after seeing the second Inside Out movie in theaters, we, just kind of took it easy last night. We watched the first one. Definitely liked the second one more, but damn, the movie was really cute. Really good movie. Broken oh no. Well, alright, whatever. Burlap sack. Ooh, invisibility potion. Excellent. More ingots. Alright, you know what? Buffy, Lazelle, you can carry a lot more shit than Astarion can. That being said, there's no reason you all shouldn't be holding your torches. Pretty please.
Blood.
Keep your distance, darling.
Alright, thank you. Let's shed some light on the situation.
How many die tomorrow?
Hey, Buffy succeeded her check on that. Well, we've already put in our handy-dandy basket. There has to be something to do with all the rotting food, or with all the rotted food. Like, there's got to be something. Maybe we can throw all the rotted food at Grim. Does something to its joints.
No traps, please.
Something really bizarre and weird like that. You can throw rotted food to inflict the poison condition. Really? Really? So I can throw a rotten tomato at a knoll and inflict poison? Oh my. Oh, be still my beating heart. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. Will this satiate your undying hunger? Throws rotten tomatoes and rotten eggs at the knolls. Oh man, yep. For science, we're gonna have to attempt it. Well, Buffy is a tavern brawler monk, of course. Like I'd make her as anything else, but or make a monk as anything else, but oh shit. No. Oops. Oh, wait, shit. That was the crate that I was using to block the trap. Let's just put that back down on the ground, right where you found it, please. Place in world. Just like that. Carafe of wine, damaged base, stack of books. The leadership of the Zhentarim, a battered manuscript inconsistent in color and construction. The content appears to be following up on previous material.
Let's see.
An excerpt from the ongoing metatext Rebound by Iosifa Elgin, a scholar excommunicated from the Church of Denir for her heretical efforts to reconstruct the metatext, her god's annal of lost and hidden knowledge. Despite their protestation to the contrary, it takes no keen eye to see echoes of Bainite philosophy in modern Zhentarim practice, a strict militaristic hierarchy where all power flows from the top. Who occupies that position today is the matter of some speculation, for the Black Network's leadership was thought to destroyed along with their headquarters at Zentil Keep in 1383 DR. In the following decades, however, a new base of power began to consolidate at the Fortress of Darkhold, far to the south. At its center stands the Paragost, an enigmatic armored figure to whom the Zhentarim's rebirth is almost single-handedly attributed. Whoever their leader, it is clear that this new Zhentarim have not abandoned plans for domination so much as recalculated their approach. Where once their focus was on the subversion and conquest of nations, the network of today is much more concerned with establishing their stranglehold on the market, a power which crosses borders that are closed to more conventional forces. I swear, one of these days, all I'm gonna do, I'm gonna find something that's not copyrighted to just read to you all. Find a book that hasn't been done in Audible yet. There is no Splinter Cell audiobook. Could read Splinter Cell. Which the first two books by David Michaels are actually really, really, really good. I don't know if I could do Michael Ironside justice, however. Alright, are we quite finished? No, almost. See, just when you thought that you have picked everything useful out of the boxes or the crates, then you find one that has a bunch of potions in it. It's like, oh shit, nope, I definitely didn't get everything out of everything. Alright, now,
Yes?
Gale, would you kindly...
Shall be done. A teasing sound, but to what effect?
Well,
Well, hello.
hi.
I've got a long road ahead.
Oh shit, I need a star again.
Trust no one.
Up.
Still in control. Just.
How delicious. Be careful.
There we
There
go.
are traps about.
Tom Splinter Cell is part of the Tom Clancy umbrella of different, like, oh god, different series that are all under that name. But he did not write. Oh, wow, that's been a long time. And because it's a trap, inspiration. Yeah, it was written by David Michaels. There are a solid number of Clancy books that were not written by him.
Someone's left a trap out for us.
My grandfather collected every single one of them and are, as a result, all on the bookshelf behind me. It is quite a spectacular collection. And I refuse to get rid of them because it is about as comprehensive as it gets. Even though I don't know if I will ever read them. Yeah. Just one of those things.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Whoops.
Ready and willing.
Indolence breeds madness. All is ash and meat.
Alright, Buffy. Loot to your heart's content. Or until there's nothing else to pull out of the room.
More for me.
A pleasurable deal. Alright, yep. Read that one. More smut will have to be, we'll have to wait for later. Oh, no, that's Shovel's Friend Finder. Cannot get rid of that one. I do need to inspect people's, weapons to see if I can't swap something out for something better. Still hanging on to Minthara's underwear. You know, like you do. I'll hang on to that. Loves of Heroism. When you use your Channel Oath spells, you gain Heroism. Strength saving throws +1. Suede covers the palms of these gloves, ensuring a soft, comforting touch for anyone in need of help.
Just what I need.
Okay. This is all stuff that I saved
No time
and
to
never
rest.
did on stream the last time. It's like, who wants to watch me loot? Yeah. Yeah, you did. It's still possible that she's gonna show up
Blackets will be
in
done.
Act 2. We don't know yet. We'll find out.
Oh, I have the magic touch.
Just in case she does,
Is that
we've got her underwear.
No, never mind.
Alright. Now that I've looted one of the most comprehensive spots in Act 1, there's so much shit to get in there. Alright, the Risen Road. Are you going to say sync error? Yep. Yep. I never even think twice about it. I always just hit the Y button. There's so much stuff to grab, but then it occurs to me, oh shit, there goes all of her clothing. If a stranger rescued me and then revealed they had my underwear in their possession, well, I don't know how I feel. Yeah, that's totally reasonable. And yes, if Minthara made it, she's going to be 100% naked when we see her.
Something tore right through these people. They didn't stand a chance.
Don't mind if I do.
You know, it does stand a chance, this carnival squash and pumpkin going to my belly. Oh my god, now I want pumpkin pie. The one's always hit or miss for me. It's either really good or I just don't have the taste for it at the time. Otherwise, it's cherry. There's nothing like sour cherry pie. Nothing in the world. Alright.
Such an undignified position to find oneself.
Shut up, Gale. Alright.
Shall we? Very, very quiet.
Should have worn better boots.
I'm just waiting.
Nope, don't even have one of the potions that I was going to use anyway. That was the one patrolling. Bloated hyena, so that one's gonna pop. That one's gonna pop.
Repartee. Moving. Like a wraith.
I love this cloak!
Have to keep going.
Oh, that's so fantastic.
Ready for anything.
Uh-oh.
I was trying to concentrate.
Ha, it doesn't matter. He's invisible.
Let's get this over with.
With every breath, a purpose.
Ah, alright. Wow, you look surprised. Were you surprised? I was surprised. Well. Invisible again.
Time for bitter business the light would fear to shine on. Better make my next move.
Swiftly now. Allow me to demonstrate.
Oh, Lizelle. Get in there.
I shouldn't linger. Mine's never quiet. Enough time wasted. Battle awaits.
Hold your horses. We'll get there in a second.
Anything of use?
I'm gonna have to have Brenna Brightsong make potions after this. Indeed, precious hyena ears. Swear it's about one of the most valuable things that you can get in this game. Shipment orders. Deliver the chest to me unopened. Read the first sentence again. Open it and I will know, because you will be dead. This is not a threat. This is what will happen if you open the chest. NF. Well, we're going to open it and... Well, no. We're going to open it after everybody else is dead. As per my last letter, though the name of the recipient is obscured, the letter appears to continue a debate of some heat. Your analysis is flawed. The hells are not so simple to understand. Boiling down 9 cosmological layers into evil, but with a few more rules, does generations of scholars discredit. Each layer is its own unique moral and magical ecosystem. What Zariel permits in Avernus may be blasphemy to Mammon and the chained cities of Minaros. The hells bend not only to their whim and will, but to their mere presence. The more souls they acquire, the more that combined influence spreads. Avernus itself is glorious for study. Watch a Yugoloth mercenary debate mid-battle with a Rakshasa, and tell me I'm wrong. From its red starless sky to every bloody tributary leading to the Styx, there is something to explore. Of course, getting down there in the middle of the Blood War is a bit stressful, but you can't judge what you don't know. I've gotten off topic. The point is, you're wrong. Looking forward to your reply. Best, Silvira Savicus, Sage of Candlekeep. Alright. The gate is closed. A handbill stamped for distribution by a political group calling themselves the Keepers of the Gate. Oh, yeah, I know this one. Baldur's Gate, a bastion of commerce and culture, rewarded only with corruption and catastrophe. Crime, poverty, taxation, burdens unfairly heaped upon the shoulders of the common citizenry. Thieves and outsiders grow fat on the teat, while native Baldurians starve in the street. For too long, the Grand Duke and his parliament of peers have left our gate unguarded. If you, like us, stand ready to defend it, then join like-minded individuals for a frank exchange of ideas. Join the Keepers of the Gate. Enough is enough. The gate is closed. Get fucked. To the good godly folk of Faerun. A circular from the Church of Ogma, Lord of all knowledge. It is stamped with the seal of Brevik Feanor, most high lore master of the unrolling scroll temple in Baldur's Gate. To the good godly folk of Faerun, in the first instance, and in the name of the Lord Binder himself, let me bid you thanks. The realm's shaking events that have since become known as the Second Sundering marked a time of great confusion and upheaval. Gods fell and rose again, lost continents reappeared, and the very weave shook as the plains birthed a new and yet mysterious order. Such chaos is often anathema to Ogma's sacred pursuit of truth and knowledge. However, with the help of the innumerable first-hand accounts submitted to our agents by good folk all across the continent, the Church is satisfied that an image of these strange years has begun to coalesce. As such, we would kindly ask that no further unsolicited material on this matter be sent to our temples. While all knowledge is of import to the Lord Binder, we are confident that any future plane-shaping events will not be presaged in the shape of tobacco smoke or read in the droppings of the village herd. A new and strange age is upon us. Excuse me. For divine guidance, we humbly bid you to look to your local temple leaders and to forward such relevant materials to them. Yours ever seeking, Brevik Feanor, servant of Ogma. Alright, is that... Yep, that's that. That's everything down here. Minus to the good godly folk of Faerun. Yep, just read that. Okay. Alright, a barrel of fire wine. Everybody needs to throw a party every once in a while. Alas, this one doesn't have any drunk kobolds for us to pull out. Alright, that goes backwards. We'll take them to hell with it. Alright, so if we continue up the Risen Road... Well, we're gonna find shit that needs to be fought and done, so may as well. Alright. Don't we have one over here? Or no, they're all just... Wow, they're all just going to town. Alright. Starion, you're up. Do us proud. No resistances, nothing too fancy. 6 to 19, 8 to 23. Who has the most health? Alright, this bloke right here. Eat it. Were you surprised? I was surprised. Yeah, why not? Just in case. What's that? He turned invisible. Gasp.
Moving.
Still in shadow.
Alright, get up there. Is it fisting time? Alas, not quite.
Keeping my head down. Free for the taking.
Alright. They're on the ground.
Staying out of sight.
Whap whap. Nope, don't need intestines. Should... Oh, did I... No, I haven't tried throwing the rotten fruit yet. Damn it.
My energy wanes.
Time to
to
rest.
rest.
Yeah. What time are we at? Now we're 26. No, we're good. We're good for now. When I'm not fighting gnolls, I don't think gnolls is the best. I think I should be a little bit more careful around them. I've had too many things go sideways with them, especially with Honor and Tactician. An open letter on oppression and peacocks. Baldur's Bash. It's printed in bright, bold letters on the front cover, followed by many exclamation marks. This copy is focused on letters to the editor. Written in a furious, sloping hand, this is a letter to the editor of Baldur's Bash, a tabloid notorious for its controversial articles. Dear editor, I find it despicable, nay, diabolical, that you would defend Baldur's Gates' ridiculous restrictions regarding animals in the city. No animal larger than a peacock may gain entry? How archaic! My darling Giselle is the most well-behaved bear you'll ever meet, and yet to spend time with my child, I must visit my summer home in Cormier. I call upon the Parliament of Peers to resolve this issue immediately. The emotional and psychological well-being of the people of Baldur's Gate is at stake, and I shall take this to the highest of authority should it not be dealt with accordingly. Right now, Giselle cries out for her father. This archaic policy has separated a child from their parent. I don't know how Grand Duke Alder Ravengard lives with himself. Yours faithfully, Mr. R. Pickens. Okay, so I need somebody that has... Oh god, Buffy has a high wisdom. Oh, do I really want to go up and do that? 'Cause that will be a whole thing. What do y'all think?
Just out of view.
That hit the
That's the
spot.
symbol of the Absolute, marked in blood.
Time for discretion.
Waiting with bated breath.
Well, this is gonna either work or it won't. Except I need to start to cast guidance again. Oh, shit.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Time for a little death.
Please don't ruin the invisibility. Alright, cool. Thanks.
Still alive. so
Appreciate
that's
you.
What now?
Seek and you shall
We'll all
find.
hang back out here. Good luck, Buffy. You've got this.
progress. Nothing hurts anymore.
Oh, I really hope we do. 2, 1. Alright, God willing.
The shock of psychic pain, the pack leader's mind clamps onto yours. You see yourself through her eyes.
As everybody's crouched in the background.
Feast. No.
You got this, Buffy! You got this!
Gnolls see your whole world as a meal. This voice is acting as a leash, but it won't hold them for long.
Divert her attention to the cave. I will. Alright, yep, on it. Oh, wait. Because I'm in the streaming software, oh wait, capture screenshot. Hey, there we go. Done. Done and done. Yeah, it's... Going back through is something that I need to get better at doing, to be honest. Almost like a post-production. Divert her attention to the cave. Perhaps there's more meat inside.
In the cave, anxious hearts throbbing, ready to burst, ready to gorge on. The voice says they are meat. The meat is trapped, terrified, but protected by fire. When the fire dies, the meat will die too. As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Use the power within you to make her obey the voice, to brave the flames and feast on the meat in the cave.
Deep in the chaos of her mind, something responds to your command. A tadpole. It is the source of the voice. She will obey it. She will obey you.
All I do...
The presence deep in your mind is awake,
you can do both.
unblinking. This is it. A single word pervades your consciousness. Soon.
Oh, that's a hell of a top-down. I've never had that much before. Lae'zel, you're gonna stay down here. Gale, Astarion, you get up and around.
Most excellent.
You, my delightful Chaos Gremlin. Alright, you get up there. It is fisting time, as she likes to say. How does this affect how the Zents at the hideout feel about you? Well, they don't know what happened, so nothing at all. Absolutely no idea that you did anything. Alright.
Another fight. Let's go.
Yeah, I really think I'm gonna sit back, let them do their thing. Go on. Also, still getting used to the whole TikTok bit, but Dasha on TikTok. Good to have you ride shotgun for a while. Hope you are enjoying yourself. Oh! Come on, a miss. Alright, back to Buffy. I mean, there's really nothing saying that I can't... Hey, now's a good time to throw fruit. Let's see. Alright, let's see what this does. Well, honestly, it's probably gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill this guy by throwing a rotten tomato. No. No, I didn't. That would have been great. I really wish that had happened. damn it.
She is still ravenous, her mind a hungry pit. The flesh of the survivors wasn't enough to satisfy her.
She wants more meat. Dominate her mind, ordering her to feast on the other gnolls. That's why we have inspiration, and we pray. Cha-ching.
Sensing your presence, the
Astarion and Gale
writhes
approve.
in ecstasy, echoing your command. Its host will feast on gnoll flesh to control the hunger, to keep her teeth from your throat.
What to do?
I was gonna say, at least let me fight a little bit. Like, come on, let me get in on this. Whimper. Hey, that's not very nice. Oh, everybody else.
Around, so it might as well.
Oh, damn it, lazy. Fuck. Alright, whatever. Well then. What do we got? I can throw a barrel of fire wine, you know, because Buffy's a superhero. Oh, what would I even really do with the opportunity that that would afford? No, smoke powder. Eat it. I will ascend. No, probably not. Alright, well, y'all may have succeeded on not falling on your ass, but everybody else might not. Including myself, but that's neither here nor there.
Don't linger.
Advantage on no one. Invisible.
Creator, destroyer.
You know what? Such an undignified position to find you in, Gale.
With haste.
I swear, there are times where I really feel the fact that I did not select Magic Missile. No! Damn it. Well, that one was my fault. No clever quip. Ouch. You suck.
With haste. I'll strike you
All
down.
right over the ice. Vantage point. All right. Ow. Gale. Whoops. Yeah. Yeah.
She is still ravenous, her mind a hungry pit. The flesh of her pack wasn't
Oh,
enough
there would
to
have to be
satisfy
a
her.
way to cut them all to the boulder trap. I bet you we could make them recreate Indiana Jones. How much health does she have left? 60 out of 110. Everybody wanna...
Knees are starting to ache.
Shut up, Gale. Rice Krispie knees. Sever the mental connection and prepare to fight. Well, here's the question. Dominate her mind, commanding her to feast on herself, or sever the mental connection and prepare to fight? I think the top is a check of 20, which we could still probably do, but why not try? Alright. Oh, definitely not.
Her tadpole responds, thrashing violently, and the fragile tissue of her brain tears and splits. You taste the blood in her throat, feel it pooling in the cavity of her skull. But she still resists.
Harness your willpower and order her to devour herself.
Your tadpole
Cha-ching.
wriggles, contented, as she tears out her own throat.
There's an illithid parasite in that corpse. You should take a look.
Well, you know, just talked a hyena monster or a giant hyena monster into eating its own throat. You know, like, how would you do that?
You don't hide trinkets in a box like that. There's something good rattling around in there.
It doesn't seem physically possible. Tex wandered up to Jimmy, pulled his skull out of his head, and beat him to death with it. Wait, that doesn't seem physically possible. That's exactly what Jimmy kept screaming. This doesn't seem physically possible. Ha 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 ha. Yes, Buffy, you are over encumbered. That is rather predictable at this point. You are carrying most of the loot for the entire party. No, you are carrying the loot for the entire party. Now all I have to do is get the box back to the Zentarim. Oh, and she's got a fire wine barrel, you know, like you do. In the meantime, we will also send back the 24.1. Wow. We do not need to carry all the food on us. Significantly lighter. Alright. Caravan strong box. Pick up. I remember right, there's pretty much nothing here. Maybe a trap. Nope. Alright, so I currently have the strong box. Why don't we go up and do Walking's Rest really quick? Now we're 47. We're gonna run a little over tonight. Well, we ran a little over last night, but or the night before. Sorry about last night. It was, yeah, that was a thing. Dagger roots. Balsam and Autumnacross. Yep. Autumn crocus. There we go. No, something didn't sound right about that. Alright. And I know that there is more stuff to get in that, oh, to get back there. Smells like something's burning.
Smoke. Something's burning.
Alright, now everybody take a long rest.
I hear shouting.
Right.
Someone needs help.
I hadn't actually looked down to see that you had said that until after. Push against the wreckage. Get the fuck out of here. We need help. Smash. That's my girl.
Inside, hurry! We don't have much time.
Alright.
Can you hear me? We hear you! Stay where you are! We don't have much time! Find out! Help!
The heat coming off that door. Opening it could spell trouble.
Alright, here's where we will slap this into turn-based.
Get this over with.
Don't touch me.
Well, I mean, that's
Action, not reaction.
fine and all, but, we do need to get in there, because we need to get there, but we also need to get to that
Pleasant
guy.
exchange.
Jump, please. Ow.
The air is ripe with magic. Yes, of course.
Does that allow for... Yep, okay. Wait, can't I? Oh, we've got to have one by now. Fire resistance. What does that look like?
today, how many die tomorrow?
Private word would be nice.
We can talk.
It really is the
Will you get
one
me
time
out
that
of
it matters, I swear.
Someone there?
Well, we know now though that that's not true, and that one of the other times that it counts is also in a time that it relates back to her. Because when we get to Baldur's Gate, because you remember, if we don't get to her in X number of days, Gortash hangs her.
Over here.
Which is, it's interesting that two of the most prominent circumstances of timing like that are both tied to Counselor Floric.
Come. I'm afraid proper thanks must wait.
Sure. We still have people to get the hell out of here, though. Alright, you know what? We're not going to be doing combat again. You have two chances to ruin her life by napping too much.
One true way.
What the hell, Tav? Like, come on, seriously.
Lost in thought.
Lost in thought. Electrocuted? What? What the bloody hell for? Oh, alright. Alright, that's back. Gale, Gale, please drink some kind of potion. Make yourself less dead. Cool. Thanks. Dash.
May it please, Mr.
Oh, wait, is he wearing... Nope, doesn't have any of the electricity things on.
Looking ahead.
Alright, in the meantime, Buffy is going to smash the hell out of that. Step of the Wind dash. Damn, almost the whole way.
Moving in.
Keep your distance, darling.
Astarion would not help this guy out.
The fire! Hurry! Get this thing off me!
Find leverage to shift the beam. Hey!
I think... That's it!
Here we go. Thank you, Gibbles McGee, for getting us started. 1 out of 10.
do we get out of
Hey! Well, thank you for the subscription. Welcome. Shit. Welcome, welcome. Good to have you. And Alright, I'm not going to say the door is that way. That's just rude, especially given present circumstances. Come on, follow me. Seriously, really appreciate you. How you doing tonight?
Keep up.
You join at a really, really interesting time. About, oh god, we're most of the way done with Act 1, and really right about to get into Act 2. And all sorts of fun Baldur's Gate shit starts at that point. But there's also a bunch of other stuff at odd random times, which I'm still kind of nailing down when to do some of the other streams. But again, wonderful to have you. Hey, it looks like... Alright, we don't need to worry about them. Right, let's get a Shatterwood. Oh, overkill that.
Let's move.
Well, what brings you to us? How'd you find the channel? There we go.
At the ready.
Kick through the bloody door. Alright, everybody out.
What a day.
Everybody out.
Yes, let's.
Indeed. Yes, let's. Oh, cutting action dash. Oh yeah, we're definitely going to go over tonight. But at the same time, I'm glad that I did. Is that it? Are we... Nope. Lae'zel still in there.
Onward.
Ah, excellent choice.
You know I'd love to have you. Unfortunately, the, oh, it's already over. They had the whole bit with, if you subscribed, you got, 3 months free of Apple TV. And that is unfortunately done.
Mary. Oh, Mary.
Yay, we did it!
Never a dull moment.
Alright, Benrin.
Mary. No. God,
Oh wait, we have to go
no,
talk to
no.
Counselor Floric.
You should have
That's...
stayed.
Yeah, that's a thing.
You should have been with me.
It wouldn't have made a difference.
She would have survived. If only I kept my mouth shut about that bloody dowry.
Listen, it had nothing to do with the
What
dowry.
am I gonna do? She's all I had.
You'll be alright with time.
This will never be right.
No, it really won't.
Please, just go. I need a moment with her.
Don't worry, we'll bring her back in just a moment. Right after we speak to Counselor Floric. What would Buffy do?
Fresh air. At last. Your boldness is a blessing. I'm in your debt.
Counselor, are you all right?
It takes more than mere fire to break me, Eva. Now listen close, Fist. Duty calls. Drow have taken Grand Duke Alder Ravengard westward, if my eyes and ears can be believed. Gauntlet, report to the man and send for reinforcements. We must find the Duke.
On your command, Counselor.
The rest
About
of you,
that.
count the dead. Take word of their sacrifice to this city. And you, I must ask again for your aid.
Okay.
Please, rescue Ravengard from his drow captors. The Council will reward you for your effort. May I trust you'll see it through?
I will rescue Duke Ravengard. You have my word.
Thank you. And should your courage falter, remember the Duke's generosity. Approach the towers with care. The land itself has been swallowed in shadow. I will seek reinforcements and join you when I can. Fist, to work.
Alright. When the wielder deals damage with a spell or cantrip, they gain 2 lightning charges. Or the Jolt Shooter. I usually go for the Jolt Shooter. It helps to build a Starion around that. Thoughts? Like either giving the Spell Sparkler to Gale could be useful. I don't know. Sleek and lightweight, it is said that the Jolt Shooter was Yuri, the Spark Struck's favorite weapon. They were indifferent towards bows, but the spikes jutting out of it? Staff magic missiles, ooh, yeah, that's a fair point. Yeah, I'm afraid I'm with Mythic on this one. I did use the bow.
Careful, I might.
all's well that ends not as bad as
Not
it
as
could
bad as
have.
it could have. Just that universal replace all weapons point. I think I used the jolt shooter until Act 3 as well, though, with Astarion. Not this time. Or not last time, because I think hadn't I gotten rid of the jolt shooter long before that? I almost could have sworn.
Let me work my magic.
Alright, Gale. Please speak with the dead.
You're a medium? You're gonna speak to her? Could you ask her something for me?
What is it about the diary? Or the dowry? Maybe. What do you want me to ask?
The dowry. She'd know where it is. It's for her sister's wedding. Miri had it when she ran out.
Ask his question.
Dowry for sister in barn.
The barn? She must mean one of the empty buildings behind the inn. I trust you to get it for me. I can't leave her.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
What is your name? What is your quest? What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? Why were you at the inn?
From Eltergard. Traveling. Sister's wedding.
How did you die?
Finding husband Benrin inside. Door locked. Trapped. Fire.
Where is Benrin?
Inside. Room. Top floor.
Who are you?
Mirilith. Farmer.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Alright, well, that is a really solid chunk tonight. As always, for this stream, we are going to end with a long rest, but we are officially going to call it for the evening. Actually, with only 3 minutes over 2 hours, that's not bad timing. How about that? Oh, Starion.
A line with a fork and 1, 2, 3 dots. Bloody infernal. How was anyone meant to read this garbage?
Want me to take a look?
What are you doing?
Taking a tunnel to the bottom of the village. Wonder if we have any skulk down there. I was hoping to hear a little poetry. What's it say?
It's, well, I have no idea. I've been trying to trace the words, but they may as well be written in Rashimi.
Want me to get a mirror? Yeah, I won't be that cruel. Let me have a look.
This isn't your problem, you know.
I know. Now shut up and turn around.
Fine.
I like it when my
Jagged
out loud
script is
response is
definitely infernal,
partially the same as the
language
characters
of the
before they say it.
hells, but you can't make out its meaning.
And? What can you see?
There once was a cleric of God, who was cursed with a very small wand. I'm not sure, hold still, I'll draw it for you.
What in the hells? did he do to me?
Should we ask the others? I mean, they might know something. I don't.
No. No, let's keep this between ourselves. At least until we know what it means.
But they might know what it
2
means.
centuries carrying this. And I can finally see it.
You really have no idea what this is?
None at all. Cazador was only figuratively hellish. There were never any devils hanging about the crypt. Whatever he's left carved in my flesh, it's a mystery to me. Thank you, by the way. This is... well, it's something.
We'll figure it out. I promise.
Will we? How... sweet.
Will's brows furrow as your minds connect. He sees the burning embers of Joaquin's rest, then Floric's face as she tells you of Ravengard's abduction.
Hells. Older Ravengard's been taken.
Yeah, Drow set fire to the inn and stole away with the Duke.
Then we need to seek him out and get him to safety. You see, Grand Duke Ravengard is my father. I know I haven't said. Our relation was no matter of pride, not least for him.
I knew this. In the back of my mind, Ravengard's son left the gate.
You heard right. My father and I were close once upon a time, until he disowned me and cast me out of Baldur's Gate. I can't tell you more. The pact forbids it. My lips are quite literally sealed. He made me an exile. That said, I'm not about to let him suffer at the hands of his captors.
You shouldn't keep secrets like this from me, Will.
I know. And you're right. My story is one of 2 men. The Blade of Frontiers. A man hunting the fiends who prey on the weak and claw at the coast. And Will Ravengard. A memory of a memory. A man who belongs to the past. I wanted you to know the Blade, not the shadow he left behind.
What do you think the Drow want with your father?
I've been asking myself the same question. What makes a Duke of Baldur's Gate so interesting to the Drow? Even the houses of Men's Oberanzen would have little use for my father. No, this is no Drow plot. These absolute nutters, these true souls are behind his abduction. His absence alone will sow chaos in the city. If they were to infect him, he could lead Baldur's Gate to ruin. All the more reason to find him. The Absolute has seized not just my father, but the future of the Sword Coast.
Alright, well, we'll make a round, see if anybody else has something.
How can I help?
No. Alright. You know, to hell with it. All these people deserve to be spoken to.
How can
We'll
I
go
help?
through everybody's thing. What do you make of having a vampire in our camp?
I know what it is to hunger. And I know what it takes to keep that hunger under control. He's done that so far, despite his condition. So long as he sates his appetite elsewhere, I'm happy to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Fair. Never realized it was so easy to cast magic.
I assure you it's not. Don't get me
Listen.
wrong. You did well.
Listen, yeah.
The somatic component, the verbal component, even the focus on the inner self that invites Mistra in. But I was still your conduit. To perform such a feat alone requires much and arduous study. Yet it is
so
life's
without
most
you, I
worthy
never would have been
pursuit
able
in
to do
my
it.
Impartial, if not humble opinion.
You ever feel the Netherese magic overtaking you, what will you do?
If it should ever come to that, if I ever know I am no longer able to stop it, I will do anything I can to ensure no one but me pays for my mistakes. I will find the remotest place on the surface of Faerun, or perhaps far below in the depths of the Underdark. I will await that death, alone. I promise I will not betray your trust. You kept me by your side despite the menace that I am. If worst comes to worst, I will be long gone before the curtain falls.
Magic requires study is peak wizard behavior. Indeed. Now listen, it's not as easy as all that. Like, it's easier when you're with me, but it's not as easy as all that. Uh-huh.
Oakfather's blessings to you.
Indeed. Indeed, indeed, indeed. I think I might be sick beyond the tadpole. I'm getting worried.
Everything in your mind has been destroyed from what I gathered. And from the path I see you on, you are doing well at picking up the pieces. I am here to be your ear as you bear your burdens, and the arms that protect you if you can shoulder them no more. I believe you when you tell me that your symptoms do not wholly align with the makings of the parasite. But until we remove it, I doubt we will be able to isolate the rest of your troubles.
Sleepwalking, hallucinating creatures, the temptations. I could lose myself before I make it to a cure.
The Oakfather must have blessed you to make it this far. Or another eye above. If I had my fleet of druids and a month of hard research, perhaps I could help. But I'm no savant. For now, I can only guarantee a cure for ceramorphosis.
I have to ask, how do you know so much about the parasite?
I studied one up close. Closer than most would care to be to those things. A drow attacked me and I defended myself. Afterwards, I was able to examine the tadpole that emerged. Hideous, but fascinating. Like nothing else in nature, I'm glad to say.
Well, I mean, at the celebrations with the tieflings before, I hope I didn't come over too strong. Got caught up in the moment.
There are few things that are too strong for me. And cast those regrets aside. You did not get caught up in the moment. You seized it. In other circumstances, I would have done the same.
You'd have done the same?
Perhaps. But best to not dwell on nights past. There are plenty more yet to come.
Okay. Alright. I want to go up there and spend some time with Little Man before he has to call it a night. You have been a wonderful audience, and I will see you all at the very latest next week. I will probably get something in at some point tomorrow. But, alright. Oh, that's right. Tomorrow is the Minecraft thing. We do have my mother-in-law's birthday to go to earlier on in the evening, but I will obviously be joining you all as soon as we're done with that. So, Hartley, if we want to figure out co-streaming that, and then we'll get things set up via the Discord, we will all talk about that shortly. Alright, but you have again been a wonderful audience. Have a good